Day in life as a reseller. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys what I do as a starting reseller. Now, reselling is one of my side hustles and part-time jobs that I do. I do YouTube, social media, e-commerce, and getting into stocks. And I've been working 9 to 5 jobs since I was 16 years old. Only 21 years old, so I've been hustling around the clock, trying to stack up some money and build my life skills and experiences. I remember my first job at 16 was when I was a senior in high school, and I was working at this landscaping job, cutting grass, leaf blowing, driving golf carts and forklifts, painting roads and curbs, and doing all this kind of stuff. Then in 2020 to 2022, I had 2 full-time jobs. I was working my landscaping job during COVID, and I was making full-time at Taco Bell during COVID, only getting paid $11 an hour. But I was out there working double shifts almost every day from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. trying to get that $1,000 paycheck. Nothing was going to stop me from getting that money. Not the COVID pandemic, not the shitty pay at Taco Bell, nothing, man. Then in 2022, I had multiple jobs that year. I was working at my old high school, driving box trucks and golf carts, working as a dishwasher, pantry worker, assistant cook, utility worker. I was still at Taco Bell for a bit. I also worked a bit at this driving company called Enterprise Driving Cars. Then I was doing some side gigs on my first car, driving DoorDash, delivering some food. Then in 2023, I also had some other jobs I was working at. I was at a warehouse driving forklifts. I'm working as a packer and order fulfillment worker. I was also a quick dishwasher at this Japanese restaurant for a month or so. But in the meantime, I was just trying to grow my YouTube and social medias and trying to get monetized online. But man, I knew I needed to be my own boss, and so I decided to go ahead and start another side hustle that almost everyone knows in 2023, and that was reselling and flipping. So I started off by opening up my Mercari page, and I started posting a bunch of random stuff to sell, such as video games, toys, DVDs, electronics, clothes, comics, cards, and so forth. So let me go ahead and take you guys what I do in a day when I need to go ahead and resell. So I started off the day by just packing a bunch of orders. The orders that I had was a Star Wars Luke Skywalker figure, so I grabbed some small box, and I got this from Target. I assembled my box and I put bubble wrap and paper on the bottom of the box. Then I went ahead and wrapped the figure in more small bubble wrap. Then I placed it inside the box. From there, I went ahead and started adding a bunch of packing paper to my box to make sure the box is nice and secured. We don't want the item to break or anything going bad when it's traveling from one state to another, especially where I'm from. I'm from Hawaii, so it's going to be traveling for hours and hours to a different state. So other orders I had was these DVD lots. So I went ahead and grabbed this nice box and this big box, and this box is from a warehouse job I was working at, and the boss is so chill, and she let me go ahead and take a bunch of supplies home during the Christmas season. See, that's what happens when you're a good worker and a chill person, Anyways, I went ahead and put the DVDs inside the box and made sure it's nice and secure. These are some other orders that I had. Let me show you guys a compilation video right here. So once the orders is nice and packed up, you also got to add the shipping label on top of the box, but I'm not going to show it because I don't want anyone's address in this video. Mercari also provides the shipping label for you. So after I got my orders packed for the day, I jumped in my car and I had to run some errands. I got my orders in the back of the car, then I went ahead and picked up my girl from work, drove down to the post office and delivered the orders. We also went down to this mall to get some food, but I also went into this small little store called Book Off, and it's a store where people go ahead and sell their stuff, and it's pretty cool. I was going to sell some stuff there, but I realized I probably wasn't wasn't gonna make a lot of profit off that store, whereas if I was to sell my stuff on apps like Mercari or eBay, I'll be making more profit for me. So I came back home and realized that I had more orders that needs to be shipped out during my errand run. So the first order I had was these X-Men comic books that I packed right here. Then I had these old vintage Star Wars figures that I had to pack up. I also had this Wii U console that I had to ship out. It had a bunch of stuff in the bundle and it sold for $120. It had the Wii U console, the Wii U pads, controllers, games, all the cords, accessories. And when I was wrapping up the items, I realized I didn't have a big box to put it inside. I had this other box, but I realized it wasn't gonna fit. So me and my girl decided to go ahead and run some more errands that day. So first we went down to Walmart, got a wagon to carry some supplies, and we were shopping around. I got a bunch of different stuff such as bubble wraps, big and small, different size of boxes, yellow envelopes for video games, and packing paper, and just some random stuff. After shopping, we went to the car, loaded up the car with our goods, turned on the car, and we was out of there. We went down to this Filipino french fry place to get some food. We went on to Ross right after to go ahead and get some happy birthday bags for this party, got some dog treats for my dog, and then we went down to this Asian supermarket to get some Asian pears, which is good for throat. And I had a bad itchy throat and mucus throughout the month, so I wanted a nice snack that can help me heal my throat and soothe it. And I was also looking around some other foods in the Asian market. I dropped off my girl at her house and she gave me some Filipino lumpia and also the snake plant to help clean the air in the house. Went back home and I was hungry from today, so I decided to go ahead and eat these spaghettios from the cans, which is one of my favorite meals that I ate when I was sick. I also added some green beans to my spaghettios. I also had some leftover chili from the night before, and also had some barbecue short ribs that was also leftovers. I ate that down. Then I got back to packing my Wii U console, packed it up in this bigger box, and I was ready to ship out, so I was happy. Decided to get more food and ate this Asian pears. Looked at my snake plant here, got some hamburger patty and some lumpia here to eat for dinner. I got another patty, but I put it in these hamburger buns to make it a burger and added some mayo on it. Watched the sunset on TV and I called it a day. So that's pretty much what I do in a day in a life, guys. Like for part 2, let's get it.